The afternoon of life is just as full of meaning as the morning, only its meaning and purpose are different. That's Carl Jung. Let's start with a question. Have you ever wondered why people say life goes downhill after 40? Maybe you've heard it in movies or seen it in ads. Over the hill. Midlife crisis. Your best years are behind you. But what if that's not true? Picture a birthday cake with 40 candles. Most people see it and think, oh no, I'm getting old. But what if those candles are just the lights turning on in a new room? Imagine you're walking through a house. The first rooms are bright and noisy. Everyone is running around trying to be the fastest, the smartest, the prettiest. That's what our culture calls youth. We're told this is the best part, the prime time. Magazines show young faces, movies celebrate young heroes. Social media shouts, look at me, I'm young and winning. It's like there's a race and the finish line is 40, but is that really true? Let's look at what real people say. Did you know there's a happiness curve? Scientists asked thousands of people how happy they felt at different ages. They found something surprising. Happiness dips in your late 30s and early 40s. But after 40, it starts to rise again. People in their 50s and 60s often feel happier than they did at 25. That's not just a story, it's real data. So why do we fear getting older? Carl Jung, a famous psychologist, had an idea. He said life is like a day. The morning is for learning, growing, and becoming someone. The afternoon is for understanding, accepting, and being yourself. Most people spend the morning of life chasing what others want. Be good. Make us proud. Don't mess up. When you're little, you dream big. Maybe you wanted to be an astronaut or a singer or a hero. But as you grow, people start telling you what you should do. You should get good grades. You should go to college. You should get a good job. You should get married. You should have kids. The shoulds pile up like heavy books in your backpack. At first, you carry them easily. You want to make everyone happy. You want to fit in. But after a while, the backpack feels heavy. You start to wonder, is this really my path? You look around and see others smiling, but you feel tired. Maybe you got the job. Maybe you built the family. Maybe you checked every box, but something feels missing. You start to notice little cracks in the story. A friend gets divorced. A parent gets sick. You lose a job or just lose interest. You wake up and ask, is this all there is? That question is like a quiet ache. It's not loud, but it doesn't go away. You try to ignore it. You keep busy. You scroll through your phone. You buy new things, but the ache is still there. Jung called this the shadow. The shadow is the part of you that you hide. It's your real feelings. It's the dreams you put away. It's the anger, the sadness, the longing. The shadow shows up when you're alone. It whispers, remember me? Most people are afraid of the shadow. They think it means something is wrong. But Jung said the shadow is not bad. It's just the part of you that wants to be seen. When you turn 40, the shadow gets louder. It asks you to listen. It asks you to look at your life honestly. That can feel scary. But it's also a gift, because now you get to choose. You're not a child anymore. You're not just following orders. You can ask, what do I want? You can ask, who am I really? You can start to let go of the shoulds. You can start to tell the truth. The truth is, life doesn't end at 40. It begins. You have wisdom now. You know what hurts and what heals. You know what matters and what doesn't. You can stop pretending. You can start living. Imagine standing at the top of a hill. You can see where you've been. You can see where you want to go. The view is wide and clear. You realize you're not running out of time. You're just getting started. The world is bigger than you thought. Your heart is deeper than you knew. The afternoon of life is not a shadow of the morning. It's a new sunrise. It's a second chance. So what if you're 40 or 50 or 60? So what if you're not who you thought you'd be? You are here now. You are alive. You can begin again. What if 40 is not the end, but the true beginning? What if your best years are waiting for you right now? Let's talk about where your picture of yourself comes from. When you were little, you didn't know who you were yet. You learned by watching, listening, and feeling. Your family, your teachers, and your friends all gave you clues. These clues became your beliefs about yourself. Sometimes one big moment shapes you, like when someone cheered for you, or when someone made you feel small. Other times it's lots of little things, repeated over and over. Maybe you heard, "You're so smart." Or maybe you heard, "Why can't you be more like your sister?" These words stick, even if you don't remember them. You start to believe them deep down. Your beliefs become your self-image. You see yourself through this invisible filter. Sometimes you don't even know it's there. You just think, "This is who I am." But really, it's who you learned to be. Parents have a big influence on this. They want you to do well. Sometimes they set very high expectations. They may say, "You must get top grades," or "You should always be polite." You try hard to make them proud. You want their love and approval. But if you feel you must be perfect to be loved, it gets heavy. You start to fear making mistakes. You worry about being judged. You try to avoid letting anyone down. This is called the good child trap. You want to be good all the time. You hide your real feelings. You ignore what you want. You act grown up even when you're still a kid. You wait for someone to say, "Well done." You're afraid to speak up or say no. You keep quiet about what hurts. People talk about a midlife crisis. They make jokes about sports cars and wild choices. But is it really true for everyone? Research says only about 10 to 20% of adults have a real midlife crisis. Most people just feel a lot of stress and change. We see stories in movies and news. They show people acting lost or unhappy in their 40s. This can make us expect a crisis even if we're okay. Sometimes the label itself makes us worry more, but midlife is not just about chaos. Many people face real changes at this age. Divorce rates go up for people in their 40s. Many women file for divorce after 40. People also change jobs a lot. Others change jobs once or twice. Some people feel stuck and want something new. Depression is also common at this age. Both men and women can feel sad or empty. Life feels heavy sometimes. Why does this happen? One reason is the addiction to busyness. We keep ourselves busy all the time. We run from one thing to another. We fill our days with tasks and chores. We check our phones, our emails, our lists. Being busy feels safe. When we're busy, we don't have to feel our worries, but it also keeps us away from ourselves. We don't stop to ask, "Am I happy?" We just keep going. Another reason is the fear of wasted potential. We think about what we could have been. We worry we missed our chance. We compare ourselves to others. Did I do enough? Did I use my gifts? These questions can feel heavy. Sometimes we betray ourselves. We say yes when we mean no. We agree to things we don't want. We try to please everyone. But each time we lose a little piece of ourselves, we feel tired and drained. We wonder why we're not happy. The shadow side starts to show. We feel envy, regret, or anger. Maybe we wish we had someone else's life. Maybe we feel mad about old choices. Maybe we feel sad for missed chances. Jung called this the shadow. The shadow is the part of us we hide. It holds our secret feelings. It holds our pain and our wishes. If we ignore the shadow, it grows stronger. We feel more stress, more anger, more sadness. But if we look at the shadow, we can learn. Jung said we must integrate the shadow. That means we accept all parts of ourselves, even the parts we don't like. This is how we grow. If we keep pretending, we pay a price. We feel tired, fake, and lost. We lose our joy and our passion. We doubt ourselves. We get stuck. Ignoring our truth costs us our happiness. We become strangers to ourselves. We feel empty inside. But pain is a messenger. Pain tells us something is wrong. If we listen, we can change. Pain can help us find our purpose. It shows us what matters most. Sometimes pain is the turning point. It wakes us up. It says, "This isn't working." It asks, "What do you really want?" This is the big question at midlife. What do I want now? Not what others want, not what I should want. What do I want for me? This question is scary, but it's also exciting. It's the start of something new. You get to choose your next chapter. You get to listen to your true self. What will you choose now? Imagine tasting real freedom for the first time. It's like taking a big breath after holding it for years. You feel lighter, even if nothing outside has changed yet. This is what happens when you let go of old identities. You realize you don't have to be who you were yesterday. You can change your story. You can say, "That's not me anymore." It takes courage to do this. Sometimes you have to disappoint others. Maybe your family expects you to act a certain way. Maybe your friends want you to stay the same. But you have to choose yourself now. It's okay if not everyone understands. You are not here to live someone else's dream. Surveys show many people find new purpose after midlife. Some start new careers, some go back to school, some travel or create art. Some finally say what they really feel. They feel more alive than ever before. Jung said there is gold in the shadow. That means your hidden parts have gifts. Your pain can become your wisdom. Your sadness can become your strength. Your anger can become your power. When you accept your shadow, you find your gold. You become whole. This is the time to name your needs. Say what you want out loud. Tell yourself, "My needs matter." This is called self-affirmation. It's like giving your inner child a hug. You don't have to hide anymore. You can start fresh at any age. Every day is a chance to begin again. You are not too late. You are right on time. Stop justifying your dreams to others. You don't need permission to want what you want. Your dreams are yours for a reason. Start affirming your worth. Remind yourself, "I am enough." You are worthy just as you are. You don't have to prove anything. Choose your peace over your image. It's better to feel calm than to look perfect. Let go of trying to impress everyone. Choose what makes you feel alive. Choose rest when you need it. Choose honesty, even if it's hard. This is your life. You get to decide what matters. You get to write your own story. You are free to change. You are free to grow. You are free to love yourself right now. The best part is you don't have to do it alone. Many people are waking up in midlife just like you. You are part of a new beginning. Are you ready to step into your real life? What does it look like when you become your true self? It feels like all your puzzle pieces finally fit. You stop fighting with yourself. You feel more peaceful inside. Your relationships change too. You want deeper, truer connections. You care less about impressing people. You care more about being real. You listen better. You speak your truth gently. You let people see the real you. Some friendships grow stronger. Others may fall away, and that's okay. You learn who your true friends are. At work, you want meaning over status. You care less about titles. You care more about doing work that matters. You look for purpose, not just a paycheck. You want to use your gifts in a good way. You start to listen to your body. You notice when you're tired. You rest when you need to. You eat what makes you feel good. You move your body because it feels good, not just to look good. You stop ignoring pain and start caring for yourself. You find the joy of saying no. You realize you don't have to do everything. You don't have to please everyone. Saying no gives you more time for what matters. You learn the wisdom of limits. Limits help you feel safe and strong. You don't have to be everywhere or do everything. You can just be you. Jung called this individuation. It means becoming whole and unique. You are not just a copy of others, you are yourself, fully and truly. Now you start to think about your legacy. What do you want to leave behind? Your choices now create ripples for others. One decision can change your whole life. You don't have to do everything at once. Just take one small step today. Here's a sentence you can write down. I choose to begin again, right where I am. Put it somewhere you'll see it. Let it remind you every day. Remember, turning 40 is not an ending. It's your new beginning. You have so much life ahead. Your story is still being written. Share your journey with others. Let your truth help someone else. If this message helped you, join our community. Subscribe, comment, or share your thoughts. We are all learning together. You are not late. You are right on time. Your best years can start now. The world is waiting for the real you.